Hello everyone, in this video we'll be talking about the accounting uh, in the books of transferor company, that is the company which is being sold or the company which is being bought by another company. So how the entries are passed. So I'll be talking about the accounting entries with the help of a numerical problem which I'll be showing in the upcoming slides. So these are some of the entries which I'll be talking about. I'll be sharing it with you once you get to know how the entries are being passed. So let's take an example. So if this is a numerical problem, I think if you take a screenshot of the numerical, it will be helpful for you to understand the numerical. So in this question here we have it is mentioned that W Limited acquires Z Limited. So here this is the transferee company and this is the transferor company. Now for this video we'll be talking about the journal entries of Z Limited only, how the journal entries are passed in the books of Z Limited, that is the transferor company. So here we have the additional information. First is to 2,07% preference shares of 100 each in W Limited for the existing uh, debentures in Z Limited. For the purpose, each debenture of W Limited is to be treated as rupees 105. Right? So this is number one. Next is for number two, for each preference share in Z Limited, rupees 10 in cash. That is whatever number of preference shares are there in Z Limited, rupees 10 in cash will be paid. That is, in this case, if you look here it is mentioned 4 lakh, and each share is of rupees 100 each. So 4 lakh divided by 100 is we get 4,000, and 4,000 into 10, 4,000 into 10 we get 40,000. That means this, if we multiply it with rupees 10, then we get 40,000 as cash. This is one purchased consideration part. Then 9% preference share of 100 each. That means 4,000 into 100, 4,000 into 100, we get 4 lakh. So we get 4 lakh. So first, for a preference shareholder, one part is paid in cash and one part is paid in preference shares only, but the rate is different. It is 99%. So as a purchase consideration, first part was in cash and second part was in preference shares only. So and how we got the 4,000 by simply dividing 4 lakh divided by 100, right? So when we divide this 4 lakh by 100, we get the number of preference shares. So similarly will be the case in case of equity shares, where we divide the total amount of 8 lakhs by rupees 100, means each share was rupees 100. So when we divide 8 lakh by 100, we get 8,000 equity shares. So in case of number two, it is done. Number three, we say it said that the equity shares in Z Limited is rupees 20 per cash, 20 in cash. That is, for each equity share held in Z Limited, rupees 20 in cash. So we already have calculated 8 lakh divided by 100 is 8,000. So 8,000 into 20, we get 1 lakh 60. So 1 lakh 60 rupees is paid in cash, and one equity share in W Limited for 100 each, having the market value of rupees 140. So here we'll be considering the market value only. So since it has already been mentioned specifically, it is of rupees 140. So 8,000 into 140, we get 11 lakh 20,000. So that is the purchase consideration for equity shares. So one part is 1 lakh 60,000 in the form of cash, and 11 lakh 20,000 we got 11 lakh 20 by multiplying 1 lakh 140 into 8,000, we get 11 lakh 20,000, and we got 8 lakh by dividing 8 lakh with rupees 100. Next is expenses of liquidation of Z Limited are to be reimbursed by, please keep this note, sometimes the expenses of liquidation are entirely met by W Limited, that is the transferee company, means the company which is purchasing. In that particular case, no entries will be passed in the books of Z Limited. But in case it is mentioned that at first the expenses of liquidation will be done by the transferor company. Now in this case, like in this example, it is mentioned that expenses of liquidation of Z Limited are to be reimbursed by W Limited to the extent of rupees 10,000. So in this case, the expenses at first are being done by Z Limited, that is the transfer company. So definitely the entries will be there, and after the amount is being reimbursed, then we will be making a similar opposite entry to whatever entry we have made in the past. But here there is one more thing. The question says that the expenses are being reimbursed by W Limited to the extent of rupees 10,000 only. So any expense above that shall be in will have to be incurred by Z Limited only, and that will not be repaid back. And regarding the W Limited, valued land and building at 5,50,000, machinery at 6,50,000, and patents at rupees 20,000. These things will be looked into in the next part. That is when we'll be preparing the books of the transferee company. So now for the time being, we'll be taking care of these points only, not the last. That is this land and building, plant and machinery, and patents. Now let's move on to the journal entries part. So before going into the journal entries, I have prepared the purchase consideration slide. Here you can see. Here you can see how the things that I have already discussed in the previous slide, where I have talked about how the cash is being paid, how the cash is paid in case of preference shares, and how even 9% preference shares are paid, and in case of equity shares, how the cash is paid and how the equity shares are paid. So you see, at first, rupees 10 into 4,000, 10 into 4,000, we get 40,000. Then we have preference shares, which has been mentioned as 4 lakh. So the total of preference shares is 4 lakh 40. Then in case of equity shares, we have rupees 20 per share, that is 20,000, rupees 20 into 8,000, we get 1 lakh 60. And similarly, it has been mentioned here, 8 lakh equity shares in W Limited at the rate of rupees 140, we get 11 lakh 20,000. The total is this much, and the total purchase consideration is 7 lakh 20,000. I hope this is understandable to you. Next, we move on to how the things are actually passed in the books of accounts. So first of all, we have to open a realization account and transfer all the assets. This is point number one. So point number one, always remember, transfer all assets at book value to realization account. So open realization account and transfer all assets at book value. This is number one. So first of all, when you pass the entries, transfer the assets of the transferor company to the realization account. One thing you should be taking care of is, if cash is not taken over by the purchasing company, it should not be transferred. So if it is mentioned that cash will not be taken, then you should not consider. So here if you look, first point was W Limited was to take all assets. All assets would be taken except cash. So cash would not be taken, and liabilities all will be taken except for interest due on debentures. That is, this interest due on debentures shall not be considered, and here this cash at bank shall not be considered for payment. So also you should note that profit and loss account and expenses not written off are not assets and should not be transferred to realization account. That is, expenses not written off, this one, underwriting commission, this is not written off and thus are not considered to be transferred to the realization account. Now let's move on to the journal entries. So first we open the realization account, that is with derivative, like we have already I've already stated here. We have to open the realization account and transfer all the assets to the realization account. So we have to transfer the amounts for, at the book value. So the book values are mentioned in this question: 2 lakh, 4 lakh, 6 lakh, 5 lakh, in inventory 1 lakh 50, and trade receivables 1 lakh 80. So you see, so the goodwill amount has been transferred at its book value. Land and building, plant and machinery, patents, inventory, trade receivables. So realization account debit to sundry assets account. So the total of this is 15 lakh 80,000. So that is the first entry which we are required to make in the books of accounts of the transferring company. Next, we come to the liability side. So in case of liabilities, transfer to the realization account the liabilities which the purchasing company is going to take over. So in this case, I have already shown you how it has been mentioned, except for interest on due on debentures, all other liabilities have been taken over. So this particular liability will be transferring into the realization account. And also in case of provisions, the portion which represents liability expected to arise in future should only be transferred, and the portion which is not required should be treated as profit. So the question also again mentions that in case of, here to look at this, in case of workman's compensation reserve, it is mentioned that total amount is 8,000, but the expected liability that is going to arise in future is rupees 5,000. So this 5,000 will only be taken into consideration. The remaining 3,000 will be treated as profit, which will be showing in the upcoming slides. So the journal entry shall be 6% debentures account in W Limited debit, that is this amount. The debentures are to be transferred rupees 2 lakh. Then workman compensation reserve account 5,000, the amount which will be arising in future, that is to be considered. Then trade payables rupees 1 lakh 20, because there is no other amount which has been mentioned as liability. So trade payables rupees 1 lakh 20 is to be transferred to the realization account, and the total of realization account is 3 lakh 25. This is journal entry number 2. So next, debit purchasing company credit realization account with the purchase consideration. So this is the due entry. So you understand what this is a due entry which is yet to be realized. This is the due entry. So entry number 3. So we debit the purchasing company, means the transferring company, to the realization account, which will be realized in future in the upcoming days. That is, the purchasing company or the transferring company debit to realization account. The purchase consideration was 17 lakh 20,000, which we have already calculated. So that amount has been debited and credited to the realization account. Next, on the receipt of the purchase consideration, debit what is received and credit the purchasing. Debit what is received and credit what is credit the purchasing company. Now, so we see we receive cash, like we see here, we receive cash 40,000 plus 1 lakh 60, that becomes 2 lakh. We receive preference shares, 9% preference shares of rupees 4 lakh, and we receive equity shares of rupees 11 lakh 20,000. So cash 1 lakh plus 1 lakh 60 plus 40,000, it is 2 lakhs. 9% preference shares of rupees 4 lakh, equity shares of rupees 11 lakh 20. So the amount is 17 lakh 20,000. So up to this, I hope it is understood. In the next video, I'll be continuing from this point. Thank you so much.